Yeah, let's
That
just talk
perfect.
for a couple. Yeah, let's just talk for a couple minutes and see if some more people hop in before we get
Okay.
into some details on what's going on.
No problem. You started anyways. You can
All
continue.
right. Well, we started. We started. Okay, cool. So, welcome to. It is now August 1. We've made it another month. Let's fucking go. But yeah, we're having a big month this month, actually, guys. As you guys all know, we have a new staking season coming out, season two. For I'm sure a lot of people are curious as to uh, what's going on with staking two, and it's actually going to be pretty cool. But it's also going to be pretty similar to what happened in season one. We're building off a little bit of a storyline this season, and we're going to be pushing these seasons, the following seasons, and so on. More of a we're going to be pushing more of a storyline onto these seasons, so it'll become a more interactive, a funner way to experience staking and kind of get involved in the future as well. So you guys will see some of the advancements that we're bringing to life this season, and whatever else that's going to be coming in the future, we'll kind of be briefing you guys as to what to expect as we get closer to those things. But as far as the rewards go, I talked about it last week too. But for anybody that wasn't there or didn't listen in, the rewards are going to be the same, but we're also going to be adding the burn token as a reward as well for this upcoming season. And the season is going to be longer, so it's going to be 120 days long for season two. So that's cool. We have a longer season. We have another token being added to the pool, and yeah, a bunch of cool stuff. Another thing I want to address is our YouTube channel got deleted. So we're working on setting up a better YouTube experience. We're going to actually have another new channel coming up very shortly, probably within the next couple of days. We're going to try to upload whatever we have saved. I believe we have almost everything saved, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll re-upload all of the AMAs. We'll re-upload everything that we can. It is very unfortunate. It seems like somebody had access to the YouTube channel and kind of changed everything up, took ownership, and deleted it. So it's pretty unfortunate what happened, but it's not a big deal. We only had 1,000 something subscribers on there anyway, and we weren't really promoting our YouTube like we should have been. So this time around, we'll do a much bigger YouTube promotion, build the channel up even stronger than it was before, and well, well, I wanted to actually experiment and see if we can actually bring a series, a Shiba Doge series on board too. Like, um, we're still thinking of what could work, but something in the lines of like crypto fun, crypto facts, or uh, educational stuff on for blockchain and some other cool things. So it was unfortunate that the channel got deleted, but in a way, it was also a blessing because it kind of opened our eyes as to how else we can use YouTube as a stronger tool to grow the project. And I think we have some pretty good ideas with what to do. So just wanted to keep you guys posted on that. I'm sure a lot of you guys were wondering what happened. I just wanted to address it and make sure it's known that it it was hijacked and deleted. So it was pretty much a the security problem that happened with YouTube. We had some people that had access to it that would help us with the content in the past, and they obviously did some malicious things. So it was a learning experience from us as well to not trust everybody with those types of information. But it's okay. We're not gonna spend too much time and resources worrying about that. We're just gonna move forward and continue with the plan, right? So that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Another thing that I'll bring up is as we get closer to the start of season two, right? We don't want to constrict anybody from being able to have the option to be able to mint an NFT or grab an NFT and stake it. So this is going to be the final mint Monday. After today, after 8 p.m. PST today, we'll tally up all of the mints and we'll put it into the event, which was the burn event for the NFTs. And we're actually going to leave the minting open for like a free market, and no more mint Mondays for the time being, just because staking, like I said, because staking is coming live, and we don't want to discourage new users that hop in with the urge of wanting to grab an NFT and stake. We don't want to be like, hey, yo, you got to wait till Monday. So we're kind of taking that away. We'll probably bring it back if we need to, but for the time being, it's just going to be open. So that's another cool thing to look forward to. I know some people were also bringing up that Mondays were not a good day for them to grab an NFT, just because some people, had to move things around, and some other days in the week fit much better for them. So, yeah, now you don't have to worry about that. Now minting will stay open at the regular mint price. Nothing has changed. So, yeah. Other than that, guys, I mean, like I said, it was been a pretty boring day as far as getting everything organized, ready for the big season. And yeah, I mean, we're just continuing to move forward and continue to work. So we're making some pretty decent progress, and we're very excited of what's to come with the Shiba Doge NFT release as well. So we're also working hard on getting the whole game plan on that organized and ready to go as well. Like I say, like I said in the past 2 or 3 AMAs ago or whatever, we aim to have it up by season 3, but it may come sooner than that. It just all depends if we can wrap everything up and finalize everything before the next 120 or 130 days are over. But I'm pretty confident that we'll make a pretty good timing on it. What else is there? Anything else I want to touch up on? If you guys have questions as I'm talking, feel free to raise your hand and ask a question.
I have a question, Dio.
What's up, Bird?
Have you guys had any communication or any type of contact with Crypto.com? I know it's a bear market. I know it's a bear market, but any kind of like communication?
We have reached out to them when we originally started the project, and they wanted us to kind of mature a little bit more of a project, and they set some guidelines before we reach back out to them again. And I mean, we're very close to reaching those guidelines, and I don't think it's the right time to reach out to them just yet. I feel like we need to grow a little bit more, but that's why we have some pretty good plans in our back pocket on how we're gonna, kick this growth into overdrive and bring some new people on board. So, tier one exchanges are something that we're looking forward to. Tier one exchanges are something that is a major goal for the project as well, but we don't want to force it, and we don't want to get onto those exchanges in the wrong manner and in the wrong ways. I mean, we live in a world where money talks, right? So if the money's there, you can approach any exchange and negotiate a deal, and most of them are going to, be interested, right? But the correct way of doing it, and the way that we've done it in the past with the previous exchanges that we've been on, are more of a connection wise, right? Where they're interested in what we're doing, we're interested in what they're doing, and they can actually help us build an audience for what we have, and create a partnership rather than just a one-off business deal. So we're working towards being able to grow to a point where we're able to approach these exchanges and have that type of relationship, rather than us going and spending $1 or $2 or $3 million that some of these tier one exchanges ask for, and kind of putting the project's funds into jeopardy prematurely. We don't want to do that. We don't want to go and spend $3-4 million and then be like, all right, guys, well, we just spent funding for the next year and a half or whatever, and then be stuck in a pretty bad position. So we're being very, very strategic with it. We're making sure that we actually make the right moves, and just like anything, patience is always key, and we're being patient as far as not jumping the gun and doing things in a timely manner.
Well said, Dio. Thanks a lot.
For sure, man. Thank you.
Okay, guys, if you got any questions, just raise your hand. There you go. Go ahead. Somebody can
Hey,
play.
what's up, Leo?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, bro, man, nothing much. Just over here chilling. Just wanted to clarify one thing for the community. It seemed like everybody was kind of confused about the staking. So when we officially stake our NFTs, as long as we keep them in for the 120 days, I know you said we get extra bonuses and stuff like that at the end. Now, the question was, do we, if you add NFTs later on, let's say a month after, and you buy some more NFTs, you add NFTs, and also if you claim rewards at any time, will those offset that original, point or day of when
No,
you? Okay.
no, they won't. They won't offset it. So kind of to clarify a little bit on how it's going to work is, you know how we have prestiges, right? So we talked about prestiges in the past. So it's going to work in that sort of form. You guys will see what I'm talking about very soon. We're actually going to do like a little small introduction of what I've been trying to explain, uh, you know, of what's going to happen. But the thing is, it's not like if you just miss out on the season two, or if you don't get the full experience in season two and you just stake halfway through or you unstake halfway through, that you're going to completely miss out, because this is something that's going to work in every season. Every season is going to have a different type of prestige, or a different type of medal, or a different type of uh, we've talked about dynamic NFTs in the past before, and there's a lot that we're going to be doing with the dynamic uh, implementation on these NFTs, right? So think of it in a way where right now, for anybody who is staking, for example, you will see a reward get added onto your NFT as a trait. You'll see that happen, and when that does happen, and when it gets updated, I will come back on here and I will tell you guys how to find it, what it is, and how it will be useful in future seasons. It may not be useful immediately once you get it, but that's the beautiful part about it is we're creating an ecosystem here that always ties back into the past and the future and the present. So a reward that you get on a specific NFT through staking or through a quest or through a game or whatever that we implement in the future, right? Something that you get as a badge or as a trait on your NFT can be used in future seasons as we introduce things. So that might be something that people are very interested in, like, a year down the line where they're a new member and they want to own a piece of history and they didn't participate in season two, but there is a piece of NFT on the market that has a season two badge or a season two experience point on there that may be useful for something in a future season, and people might want it, right? So think of it like that in a sense. Think of it that these prestigious, these experience points, or whatever they're going to be, that you get, are going to be something that has a hidden feature, a hidden how could I say, a reward that can be used, claimed, or whatever we decide to do with in the future. And that's
Like
how I
an
want
attribute.
exactly, the attribute. And that's how I want everyone to look at it, because what we're building here with these NFTs is a storyline, and the storyline is going to go very deep, and it's going to get very personal with lore, and every NFT is going to have its own place in the storyline, right? So every attribute is going to have a value per se in the storyline that we create, and those values will be obviously shown in the future of what they come, why they're there, and why they're going to be useful, right? Whether they're to claim armor, or whether they're to claim different weapons, or whatever else you guys are going to be able to do in the future to customize your NFTs, those are going to play a role. So that's just something
Man,
to look.
I really appreciate you going into detail about this, man. I pretty much get where you're going, and man, oh my God, man,
Yeah,
this
I
is
mean that's what we aim to
amazing.
do, right? That's what we're aiming to do is to kind of like we've talked about these dynamic NFTs and how you guys will be able to customize them and how you'll be able to put your own taste and whatnot. So yeah, I mean this is the route that we're choosing, and obviously it's going to take a little bit of development to get there, but every season we'll work towards getting closer and closer to that goal. And I'm happy to say, like with season 2 and season 3 coming up, we're already making some good headway, and it's something to be very excited for in the future of the project.
Man, I really appreciate that, Leo. You guys are doing I mean, beyond outstanding job, and I mean that's awesome. I see where you're going with this, and I know you just excited a lot of folks here with that. But I appreciate you for explaining that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you. And good question, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, TD.
Hey, Leo. Good evening. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to invest here in ShibaDoge. Hey, my quick question is on um, the burn card. Will that be staked in this upcoming?
Not in this season. Not in this season. It won't be able to be staked. That is something that may be happening in season 3. That was actually a question that we brought up to our devs today. If it would be possible to implement another, so pretty much a 4th NFT into the staking pool, if we were to add, the ShibaDoge Army, and if Burn would be also able to be added, and they said that it would be more than possible. It would just take a little bit of work to do. So Burn card may be something that will happen in season 3, may or may not, but the possibility of it happening is, I want to say, pretty likely. But it's still not 100% determined.
Thank you, Leo. One more clarifying question. So I have supposing 160 odd NFTs. I actually take them and stake them, and then if I at any point in time, if I add additional ones, your point was I will still be rewarded for those 160. Right?
Yeah, because it would be specific to each NFT. Yeah, so it wouldn't be specific to like holder address or anything like that. The reward would be specific to a NFT. So it's like if it's NFT number 4212, then it would be unique to that NFT regardless of who owns it, right? So if that reward is already there and that NFT gets sold later down the line, that reward would then travel over with that sale.
Makes sense. Thank you, Leo. That's all I have.
Yeah, of course, man. No problem.
Crypto confidence. Go ahead.
Hi, Leo. Thanks for doing the AMA.
Yeah, of course.
Do we have any plans for working with any other crypto communities like we did for the space launch? Anything coming down the pipe?
The thing is, I mean, yeah, we are open to working with, other great projects. But right now, we're more focused on just catering to our community as best as we could. But if the opportunities arise for us to actually partner with people for whatever the case is or whatever reasons we decide to, then yeah, we're always open to it. But it's got to be something that would benefit the community more than anything. And right now, there isn't really anything that is in the pipeline. But we're always open to opportunities that'll be helpful to the community.
Okay. Thank you for answering that question. Appreciate it.
Sure, of course, man. Thank you. And glad to see you on here. I've been seeing you every week, so thanks for attending, man.
My pleasure.
Hey Leo, I just posted this up. Just how amazing it is. You don't hear any devs or projects talking about years down the road, and I mean that 888 years is for real in my mind and everybody else's mind. And we just appreciate like the detail and the time you take. I know some people get impatient, but it just shows over and over again the detail and the thought and the care and the every part you're taking to make sure this goes right from the start. And I appreciate that just a ton. But I had one question. I don't know if you can answer this yet, and a couple people in the chat had a question regarding what the allocation of burn would be if you had a Shiba and Doge match.
Right. So I've seen the number. I don't remember it off the top of my head exactly, but I believe on Wednesday or Thursday we're gonna have that spreadsheet out. The latest by Thursday we're gonna have the spreadsheet out, and you guys will be able to see all of that information.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
yeah, it's a pretty healthy number from what I saw, and it was just something that we all agreed upon to be pretty nice. So the spreadsheet will be out by Thursday, the latest, and then that'll give you guys like 3-4 days in advance to be able to calculate whatever you guys have and how much you'll know how much exactly you'll be earning prior to even staking starting. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, with all those zeros, we need about 4 days to calculate it out, so that's good. We got plenty of time. Thank you.
I'm sure somebody will build an easy to read model, but I mean the spreadsheet is going to be pretty easy for everyone to be able to understand. So.
Okay.
Hey, Taz, go ahead, unmute yourself.
Hey, Leo. Thank you for doing the AMA with us.
Yeah, of course,
I have
Taz.
a question on the burn token.
Yep.
Any date when you guys think the burn DAO would come out where we could vote to burn other tokens?
So yeah, definitely. The burn DAO is going to be something that we should focus on after we tuck away season 2, and season 2 is pretty much doing its thing. Right now, it's like all hands on deck on getting staking back up and running because it's very important. I mean, obviously, we have a lot of NFTs out there that people are waiting to stake. But after that's up and running, we'll take a breath of fresh air and start working towards the burn DAO because that is something that is very high on our priority list.
All right. And is there any, I don't know, like plans or ideas of how to make the holders grow? I know we've been sitting around 1,800 holders in burn since it started 90 days ago.
Yeah, so there are a couple ideas that we've been putting together. It would definitely need a marketing push that we have to hit social media with, and then obviously the DAO is going to be the biggest selling point because that's the thing that's going to be introducing a lot of projects to the actual burn project. And the way that the DAO is going to work is it's actually going to target different projects to want to be involved with the burn project in order to get their communities to, cast votes and have them, get buys and burns on their projects or the projects that they support. And that's going to be our main selling point, and that's going to have to be the key marketing point of it, which is why it's taking a bit longer than expected, is because it's just such a powerful concept that we know if we kind of like rushed it out and didn't structure it out correctly, it had a high possibility of it not going the way that we wanted it to. So we decided it's best to do it slow but do it right. And I have a pretty good feeling that when we actually do finish building this out and promoting it the way that we wanted it to, it's going to pretty much do exactly what it was intended to do and built to do. The thing is, what kind of slowed it down a lot too was the price of ETH falling. So the significance of the ETH in that DAO wallet it wasn't as great as it would have been if ETH were sitting at 2 or 3K or whatever, and more communities would be hyped up to get after that and want to cast votes to get a portion of that or whatever. So when the market slowed down, we decided it's a perfect time for us to catch our breath and make sure we actually structure it out correctly. And we took it as a like a saving grace to be able to kind of do it correctly, right? So we're still a very, very strong track. And yeah, I mean, we're at 2K holders, but everybody that is involved with ShibaDoge knows what burn is, and that's the most important thing because we have a very strong voice here at ShibaDoge, and when the burn project starts getting put into overdrive and it's ready for its turnaround to come and actually bring the DAO to life, and us start pushing a lot more marketing dollars into it and everything else that needs to be done, we have the support of the ShibaDoge community and plenty other communities that are going to want to be involved with it as well.
Thank you very much. That was awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course, man. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you got any questions, just raise your hand, or if you want to just say something, just raise your hand. TD, my man. Go ahead and mute yourself, TD.
Hey, sorry, I came back up one more time. Sorry about that. Didn't want to dominate much of your time here, but the question that I had is on the DAO proposal. I know you had said you would review those proposals. When is the next DAO review? Any guidance for the community here?
Yeah, so it'll probably, okay, so I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna be this Thursday for a fact, because it may or may not be. It just all depends if we decide to do one this Thursday, if we have the time to do it, considering we have a little bit of more work to do before the staking is live. So like I said, it's all hands on deck on that. But if we don't do it this week, then it'll for sure happen next week after staking is out of the way. So we were aiming to do it on Thursdays, every Thursday, but it just kind of all depends if we're going to have the time to do it this week or not with the schedule. So if it doesn't happen this Thursday, it'll happen next Thursday.
Got it. And one clarifying question again is, while you're reviewing these DAO proposals, along with all the other,
let me ask you one thing, TD, and not just you, but like everybody who's listening. From what you guys have been experiencing with us, reading these DAO proposals, and I want the honest opinion, because Max and I were talking, and we were kind of wondering if it's too boring what we're doing, right? Where we're sitting here and reading the proposals, and do you guys actually understand what we're talking about and reading, or do you guys get lost in the whole process of it? Should we change some? Like, give us some feedback, right? Because we thought that maybe you guys would start getting bored of just listening to us read, and we were thinking if maybe we can do a different method, like maybe create a short video of me and Max talking about it and then presenting it to you guys and having you guys leave comments under the video, or we're kind of like experimenting with different ideas on how we can move forward with it. I personally think the way that we're currently doing it, whether you guys want to admit it or not, I think it's pretty boring. Just us coming up here and reading it. I think we could definitely get more creative and make it a little bit more interactive, for sure. But I just wanted to get your guys' take on it.
ShibaDoge Live, Fahad, I've just unmuted both of you. Anyone that wants to,
yeah, let me go first, Ruth, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Leo, I think
I dare you to tell Leo it's boring.
I can never say that because that's going to
Leo, you're boring as hell, bro. You're boring as hell.
But anyway, so my point is this: I also have been writing a lot of proposals on the DAO from the community. Standpoint, we discuss a whole bunch of things, so I keep writing a whole bunch out there. And because you needed more and more detail, so you would see my proposals to be pretty exhaustive, to a point that I may have thought about a lot of things, which including GitHub code and all of the good stuff or bad stuff, I don't know. But but anyway, so the long and short of it is, if people are not engaged on the DAO itself, my take has been that we are in the part of the maturity cycle right now, and I think people are just getting through those little bit details of, should I connect to this DAO, and will I get dogs to my wallet will be seen by everybody. I think they're in that kind of maturity phase right now. If you go past that, I think I have come and seen, if you see the DAO proposal, the more and more we talk in this VC, the more it is, people are getting more and more attention on it. But definitely, to your point, I think if you all can do something different, yes, I guess, because my only request, Leo, is, and this I wanted to ask, is if we can just put a repeat message on the main chat, not the VC. See, on the VC, at any point in time, we are no more than 20, 30 people, and we are always there. So it's not selling each other, right? My point is the actual crowd is sitting outside, either on the main chat or Twitter and other places.
Yeah,
So my
definitely.
point is, how can we repeat the DAO to come after every half an hour? Just flash DAO, just the steps, a small video that nobody has made on how to upload a proposal, how to vote for a proposal. These kind of videos are already existing right now, and nobody has made them. So my point is, how can we launch them one after another? And I think just every half an hour, they just repeat up on the main chat.
Yeah, we
Try
could do
that
we
for a
could do something like that.
yeah, try that for a week or so and see what type of difference does it make, because there are definitely good proposals out there. I think people are just, it's out of sight, out of mind. I write
Yeah,
them, so I'm
definitely.
almost there.
And
But
you also
otherwise,
brought
it's
up
out
a
of.
good point. You also brought up a good point. For anybody wondering, signing up to the DAO does not dox your wallet. It's completely decentralized. You don't have to give any information of your name or whatever. You just literally your wallet address. The only way you can put your name on the DAO is if you add it on the proposal and say, hey, by the way, Leo wrote this proposal or whatever. Other than that, it's just completely anonymous, and it's still Web3 and completely decentralized, which is the whole point of why we did it that way. So just wanted to clear that up as well.
So those are some of the things,
Oh.
Leo. But any time gaming is always good, right? Or you can also do this. You can actually have one of the community members come up and interview you all on how, not interview in the sense, question and answer session. We can do something like that as well. That will be pretty engaging.
Yeah. I think the concept that we had for the Doge Pound or the Bark Tank, I'm sorry, it's a very good concept. I just feel like the way that we were presenting it wasn't the right way of doing it. And I think, adding a little bit more creativity and a little bit more spice and making it more enjoyable and more fun and even funny in a sense would drive a lot more engagement and a lot more interest to it. So Max and I will for sure restructure the way that we're doing it and kind of see how we can improve it. And I think even a YouTube series is something that'll be pretty fun and pretty cool to do with that instead, right? So we'll try it out one more time, maybe the way that we have been doing it, and after that, just completely restructure it and do it in a different way.
Hi, Leo. This is Fahad.
Hey, Fahad,
Leo,
how are
have you ever? I'm good. You sound like a bit tired today. I hope you feel better after last week. Your energy is not.
I'm feeling great, man. Thank you.
Super. I would recommend, since we launched the DAO, I never saw any proposal that the person who posted in the DAO did not come here in the VC and talked about it, or did not write his name. So I would give it a try for the next time, or at least think about letting the guy who submitted the proposal to come and explain it before we start reading it. I know how the people are extremely passionate about their proposal, so maybe they can even convince us when they present it more than reading it.
I like that. I like that a lot, because that gives you a stage to actually, right? So if you're willing to come up and explain your proposal after it's been presented by us to the community, that's actually something that will be awesome, because then we can interview that person as to, like, why do you think that's a good proposal, or some questions that have been left out of the proposal that the community has. So I think that's a cool way of doing it for sure. I like that proposal.
Especially,
I like that suggestion.
yeah, especially I've seen some of the guys here. They even prepared some spreadsheets, some financial forecasts, some outcome after launching their activities. The thing that they think it helps the community. Some of them we agreed with them. Some of them we even told them to do it in a different way. So maybe they can, even if they want to go to the extra mile, they can share the screen, and then they can even show us the financial forecast they prepared. It's also helping every individual listening to that thing. If you guys had a comment or the person did a mistake, so we even learn about how to do things better the next time. So I would think this might be a good learning activity for everyone.
I love that. Actually. That's a great idea, man. That's a great idea, and I think we will do that with some of them that we go over. Obviously, the people that we know and the people we'll reach out to some of those guys and see if they're who's willing to come up and talk about their proposal, and whoever is comfortable to do that, we'll be more than happy to give you a stage to hop on every Thursday or whatever days we decide to do it, and give you guys that stage to come on and talk to the community and pitch it in a more vocal way as well. So I like that. I like that it creates more of an engaging experience, and it kind of really does turn it into the Shark Tank at that point, right? So it's pretty cool.
One last thing, Alex just proved how insane he is. He told us in the main chat, well, the MA is going that he hired his teacher after 2 years from barely graduating high school. And I don't think normal human beings can get along with insane people. So apparently he proved that the four of you are creatively insane. So keep it up and good luck to everyone.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming up, Fahad.
That is actually what happened. It was crazy. It was nuts. I didn't know who to hire, so I just ended up going to my teachers from high school. And it was good, but I got to say, they're good teachers, but not good employees.
Whoever good in lecturing is really difficult in delivering. This is something I learned through my class.
Yeah.
100%.
Alex, the man.
Guys, if I suddenly hop off, that's because my battery died, and don't panic. I'll just actually, you know what? Let me hop off real quick from my computer, and I'll hop on with my phone. So give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Cool. So I think Alexandra's gonna take over now. So guys, we've got Alexandra the dev is gonna take over. I think Justin had a question. Justin, go ahead.
You're good. How you doing, Justin? We're doing great.
So they can pitch it just like Shark Tank.
Yep, exactly. I like that.
Then maybe even make it quick buy decisions.
Yep, that works. Can you guys hear me?
I think actually what happened at one point was didn't somebody? I think somebody came up. I forget what their name is. My apologies. But they actually had a proposal for wrapping their car, and they actually jumped into the chat, and then they had basically given like a small dialogue on it.
Yeah. Yep. They did. They did. I remember that.
And like I think instantaneously we saw a surge in votes in favor of it. So
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a great concept. It kind of defies the whole point of the DAO being fully decentralized and it being like kind of anonymous. But that's the thing, though, is if people are comfortable with putting a name on what the proposal is, then by all means, no one's gonna stop you. So if it's gonna help people adopt it and be more open to talking about the DAO and actually using the DAO, then I think it's something that'll work. By the way, I see my microphone hopping in and off. So can you guys hear me good, or am I cutting out?
We can hear you, but you got an echo.
Yeah, I know this Telegram stuff does not work good on my phone.
you
Oh
sound
man.
great to me. You sound like you're just sitting right next to me,
All right.
which you usually are. But
I mean, I'm sitting pretty close to you. I can probably come to where you are and grab my computer charger, which I probably should.
I'm holding it hostage. You're not touching that thing. You're not getting it.
Nah, if you guys could hear me fine, this is good. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
guys, I mean, look, Rojo has a question. Let's bring up Rojo.
Okay. Go ahead, Ron.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm the guy that wrote that Wrap My Car ShibaDoge community, and my expiration date for my proposal was yesterday, and I've been watching the growth on that over time, and I think like once we see proposals being permitted and moving forward, and definitely maybe having poster child and marketing with the YouTube and actually see the development of it, I think more people would be more prone to getting into the DAO and seeing the changes that the whole community is making.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
I fully agree. I think that's likely. But could you be, Rojo, the first proposal that gets accepted? It looks like you have 100% for rate.
We are, my brother and I were hoping
That's
to be.
good.
I worked the last 8 days traveling around these counties, 12-hour shifts, 160 miles last 2 days. I think it's going to just open the eyes of people and getting some literature like a trifold pamphlet to hand out to people as they're asking like what's this about. It's just going to expose our whole community.
Well, I mean, you have
I think
7
it works.
billion votes in favor of it, so I mean, it looks like you might be the official first one.
The official first one. You're number one. But yeah, I think the wrap will work, and let me tell you why. Is because when I'm driving around and I see something written on a car, I have no idea why, but I go out of my damn way to make sure I read what's on that car. Like, even if it says like Leo's Pest Control or whatever, I don't care what it says. I just want to know what it says, And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people are that way, and if somebody puts something on their car, then that must mean something to them, right? So that's what makes me want to like read what's on there, whether it's a business or advertisement or whatever it is. I go out of my way to read it, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that are like me and will just read what's on cars. It's kind of weird. I'll ignore billboards, but I'll read cars. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I find myself doing that too, and I'm thinking about the whole marketing technique with the billboards and stuff for the Elon launch. And I was like, I don't think I read billboards. I read wrap cars as I'm driving around, patient to patient.
Yeah. Yep. Same here, man.
Hey guys, let's not forget about Lake of the Ozarks, okay?
The Lake of the Ozarks. Oh my god.
We
Dude,
can't forget, Leo, are we still getting like billboard space over there, or what's the deal?
Dude, I have no idea. I just remember Lake of the Ozarks. Somebody was in here talking about how it has the biggest coastline or something, and more in Las Vegas
I was
and
considering
Miami.
investing at
Yeah,
350.
Oh my God, no, that's great. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea about the Lake of the Ozarks, and I mean, if we did that, we'd be going based off of just off what that guy said, and that's it. And I don't think anyone else has heard of the Lake of the Ozarks. Have you guys? Except for the show. I mean, I've heard of the show. I've even watched a season or two.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Leon, it's so good.
Oh my God.
He could have pitched us on a totally fictional place. I would have died.
Seriously, he was so passionate about it too. It was good.
Probably Alligator Alley down by Miami.
Yeah, I was driving home that night. I was like, oh, maybe we should advertise at the Lake of the Ozarks.
He was here about 10 days ago, still talking about it.
No way. What was his name? Who was he anyway?
Isn't it Jerry?
It's Jerry, yeah, Jerry.
Jerry, yep, there it is. Jerry, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
funny.
He's actually a cool guy. That guy has a good attitude.
No, he
Hey,
was
Leo,
a cool guy.
Hey, Leo, I don't know if you know, but last week, when I came on and stuff, my son Leo was here. Yeah, I text messaged in the Telegram there that he had big old smiles on his face when you gave him a shout out.
Heck yeah, man! I love that. Yeah, like I said, this should be a family-friendly zone where people are comfortable to have this on in the background, talking and listening with literally anybody around, and whoever is a part of this is in a positive community, and it's all about spreading the love and spreading the education and spreading the wealth, and that's what it's all about, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell him every time he asks for Roblox, I said, I'm going to open you a trust wallet and I'm going to buy you a Shiba Doge every time you ask for Roblox.
There you go. He'll appreciate that much more. A couple of years down the line when he's not interested in Roblox, he'll be like, "Damn, Dad, I'm so happy you hooked me up with these NFTs instead."
Absolutely.
Let's take a couple more questions, guys. Anybody else
Yes,
have
have a
anything
good
that's
night.
on their mind?
Raise your hand, guys.
I have a question, Leo.
What's up, Alex?
What's your favorite part about this project?
Honestly, the absolute one part that stands out over anything else is the connection that we've made with all these great people, and that's probably the most invaluable thing that I could think of. Just it's so great to be able to come and talk to and communicate with people. A lot of people have came and went, but even the people that are gone now, you still remember the good times that you've had with them and the experiences that you've made and the connections that you've made, and just knowing that you've helped multiple people out, whether it's finding a place that they could call home in the crypto space, or somewhere that they can just come and chill. I feel like that's our biggest accomplishment, and my favorite part about it is the rate at which we're growing and the rate at which we're converting people into family, and I think that's definitely my favorite part.
I would have to agree.
Yep. Everything else is just a bonus for me, man. As long as we can continue doing this, everything will fall in place, and we'll be where we need to be. And we'll do it in such a cool way that it really hasn't been ever done before. So we'll be making history as, one of the greatest projects to ever do it, and have it be done in such a organic and in such a meaningful way where, it would be anyone would be happy to be a part of this project, and that's the ultimate goal, is to be able to do it organically and not do any of that fake mumbo jumbo garbage that you see a lot of these other people doing out there, and it really makes me cringe when I see it. So let's just keep it real. It's all about keeping it real.
Mm. What about you, Alexandra? Same question.
You got to be definitely my top one, you know, top one reason.
Oh, damn. I'm blushing, bro. I'm blushing.
Um, just exactly what Leo said. I am when it comes to community, just seeing what we've got here and seeing what's been built and what's come out of this that we would have had no idea that it would have ended up being the way it is. I think that's just nuts. And I think it's definitely a motivation for us every day to wake up and keep building and look at things in a different way. And one of my favorite things about our team and the community is that they're not the type of community to always just ask you what's the next step, okay, when the next exchange, because I don't think that's what's important. That's not what's going to drive the the value of our ecosystem up. What's going to drive the value of our ecosystem up is what are we doing to unify the DeFi space, the crypto space, and like really advance.
and make a change.
Yeah, and I think that's the key, is really sticking to that broad mission as opposed to just
Generically
just
doing
looking
what
for
everybody
the next
else is
big
doing.
step. Yeah, I mean, like there's so many ways we could just copy everyone, and great, we might see a little burst here and burst there. It might be exciting for a day or two, but really at the
But
end
it's
of the
not
day,
real,
it's not
and that's how
sustainable.
people
Yeah,
get wrecked, dude. That's how people get
yeah, it
wrecked.
really
When
is.
yeah, we don't want to do anything fake, and then we don't want to artificially try to pump anything, and then when you artificially try to do stuff, then it just all falls apart. So we're trying to do it as organically as possible, and just keep it as real as possible, because when you keep it real, you never have to play pretend. You're always keeping it real, and if people like you for who you are as a project, then that's the most important thing. Because so far, I think we've been doing a great job, and I think we're going to continue doing a better job as we get better at this. Because believe it or not, we learn things every single day as developers as well. And I'm always open to feeding the knowledge to my brain. My brain is like a sponge, dude. It absorbs things, and the more it absorbs, the better it is. So I like to keep an open mind for everything, and I like to learn and adapt and evolve as the project does as well.
Kind of getting back to business, not to interrupt that, but I do think that so there was a couple of questions in the chat related to what's going to happen with the giveaway and what's going to qualify for the giveaway. So I think what we're going to do is by 8 p.m. PST, 11 p.m. EST, uh, you
Whatever
will
you did, yeah.
be qualified. Yeah, whatever happens during that period of time, since we're going to keep the minting open, we're going to allow the giveaway will be predicated on that. But beyond that, the advantage is just that minting will stay open. But within the time frame between 12 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. PST, you will be able to get entered into the giveaway.
Into the spin wheel, yeah. So, in simpler terms, you have like 35 minutes if you want to qualify
I
for
love
that.
it. Thanks, Leo. I always appreciate you always just putting my random mumbo jumbo into the simplest of the words. You've got 35 minutes to be a part of this damn giveaway.
Looks like Juan Acero has a question too. Let's bring up Juan. Let me allow him. What's up, Juan?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you guys doing?
Doing good, bro. How about you?
Oh, doing great, man. Doing great. Hey, man, I just want to say I haven't been around a little bit, but I haven't been around a little bit. But man, I pulled those NFTs off a stake today, man, and I was just pleasantly surprised, man. That reward was awesome. What are we thinking for the new staking next week? Is it going to be pretty similar in rewards?
Yeah, it's gonna be the same allocation of Shiba Doge, and it's going to add burn as well. So it'll be very similar to season one as far as Shiba Doge goes, except now you guys will see the burn token as a reward as well. And instead of it being, I believe it was 90 days this last season, season two will be 120 days long. So it'll
Oh,
it'll
very
be
cool.
yeah, so it'll be a little bit longer. So it'll end, I
Okay,
believe,
that's
in
cool.
December-ish, December 8th,
Are
December
we
8th.
ever thinking of like an indefinite stake where you never have to pull them off?
it may be something that can happen in the future, but as of right now, the way that we're structuring the seasons, it's going to be crucial for the idea that we have. So there's going to be on and off seasons, just like, think of it like your favorite TV show, or think of it like the NFL or NBA. They have their on season and their off season. In their off seasons, they prepare to uh, have a better on season, and whatever else they decide to do. So the think of it like this: if it were a never ending staking, it would be like almost impossible for us to update it and keep adding cool new things to it. Rather, when we have a off season, we do what needs to be done. We add our developments, we add our improvements, change things up however we need to change them up, and then start the season up again. So think of it like a TV show is the best way to look at it.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's cool, man. I like it. Well, cool, man. I appreciate everything you guys are doing, man. Y'all keep doing it.
Of course,
You
man,
also
thank
got
you.
to keep in
Appreciate
mind
it.
that this is going to be the the leading up to breeding. This is going to be the season that defines what breeding will be. I highly recommend that everyone participates. Of course, everyone who has both the sheep and the doge is going to be able to breed them, but there may be some advantages. I'm not going to just say what it is, but there may be some advantages if you do participate in staking season 2 that will potentially lead into something very cool going into season 3 as well as the breeding function. So,
and not just season 3, guys, but multiple seasons ahead. So you might see a benefit in season 9 from staking in season 2. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't know when those things are going to become valuable in the future as well. So, history is something that is going to be a strong point of interest in our NFTs, and being able to have a historical piece, maybe stuff that will be useful in the future. So that's the cool thing, is the rewards that you earn every season can be translated in the future to be useful for certain events and certain seasons as well. So we've pretty much thought this all through. It's a pretty cool cycle, and it's something that you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised with.
I have a
the whole
comment. I
advantage
cannot wait to say it, guys.
the whole advantage of the NFTs, dynamic NFTs. I mean, your NFT is essentially going to be upgraded with every season that you participate in. And the premise of this season is going to be that that you and you deploying your troops are going to essentially be extracting the resource that's going to be needed for us to breed these NFTs. So it's going to be, I mean, it's going to be epic, and it's planting the seeds of where this project is going to go from the standpoint of the blockchain, from the standpoint of where we're going to be in the NFT landscape. I mean, this is going to be possibly one of the first projects that are doing anything remotely close to this. This is the first time that this has been done. And whoever is a part of this ecosystem is going to be a part of that.
Thanks a lot. I had a comment. I had a comment, not a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, it was long. I want to speak to the community, but not to you as Dev. With all the due respect to you guys, but I could never imagine any devs out there encouraging the community to go utilize something from the ecosystem, make them spend even more. Listening to you with a big smile on my face, look at those guys pushing us to stake our NFTs, which will at the end make them spend even more on it, just for the sake of us enjoying the utility will happen in this season too. So hats off, guys. This is the true spirit that we love in you, and this is the family. I don't know. I'm out of words, to be honest with you. I don't know how to express
Yeah.
my
Well, I
feelings.
mean, you gotta think of it like this, right? The utilities that we built, we built them so people can use them and reap the benefits of them, right? Whether they're reaping the benefits of the utilities immediately, or whether they'll see those benefits, down the line. Uh, the point is that those utilities are there to, be taken advantage of and be used, and that's the whole point of why we're doing what we're doing. And it's very important that if you own an NFT, then yeah, I mean, you utilize it. Make sure you you get every bit you can out of it, because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
So, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi guys. I just wanted to thank you for the giveaway. That's so generous. Just a quick question. When are you going to do the spin for that?
We'll do it on a shill wheel on Thursday's AMA.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks again, you guys. That's so generous, and just wanted to thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. So yeah, we'll do it live in here on Thursday's AMA. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep, you got it.
I don't see any more hands.
Okay.
Um,
If anyone has any last questions, speak up now, because I'm probably going to wrap it up here pretty soon. Nothing, huh? All right, guys.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I mean, this was great. You guys have what, 27 minutes now if you want to participate in today's event. After today, minting is going to stay open indefinitely, leading up into season 2 like we talked about. So if you still want to grab an NFT, you will not have any rush to do so. You can grab one at any given time. So feel free to pick one up whenever you feel like it. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for joining today's AMA. It was a great way to start off August. I think it's going to be a very awesome month for ShibaDoge, and we have a lot of cool things coming. So love you guys. As always, if you
Can I
miss
ask one
Doge,
quick question?
what's up, Vaughn?
Hey, just real quick, reviews are still going to be every 500.
As of right now, yeah, reveals are still going to be every 500. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. And by the way, you could still stake an unrevealed NFT. So if you have an unrevealed NFT, when staking goes live, you could still stake it. It would just give you the same rewards as a private rank, but yeah, you could still stake it, and then if it reveals and it's anything better than a private, you can always unstake it and restake it to get the staking rewards updated. So keep that in mind as well. But with that being said, as always, if you missed Doge, that sucks. If you missed Shiba, that also sucks. And if you miss ShibaDoge and every other season that comes with it and everything else that we do with it, then unfortunately, you suck. So, love you guys. I will talk to you guys again very soon. Feel free to catch me in the chat. If you guys want to speak up on the next AMA, it will be on Thursday, 6:30 PST. I'll see you guys there. Peace.
Peace.
Have a great day.
Peace.
Have a great day. Yep, guys, there we go.